Hey, I'm Slate. This is Under the Chart. I have one of the most genuine rappers that I know personally. Introduce yourself, brother.
Hey guys, my name's Bluetongue. One half of yeah, I'm a MC from the Blue Mountains in Land. I'm a Wiradjuri man. I love myself some good hip hop, some steezy beats, and yeah, like walking out in nature and stuff.
Hmm. Hell yeah. My first question is, when did it all start? Tell me about that. With
Um,
music.
oh, music wise, I mean we can go from the very beginning. My
Yeah.
first concert, I think I was like still a baby for sure. I don't know if I was like 2 months or probably not 2 months, 6 months or whatever. But my parents took me to see Al Green
That's a good
in
one.
the city somewhere. Fuck, I can't remember the venue at all. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was when I was a young kid. But the first time I probably like picked up an instrument or um, applied any musical capability would have been when I was about 6 years old playing the piano.
Jeez, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've learned a few instruments since then.
And what sort of instruments were you playing mostly?
In my childhood, I played piano, bit of trumpet for like. I played piano for like 2 years. I played trumpet for like maybe 4 years.
Damn.
Um, not particularly good at either of those, by the way. But you know what I mean. Like I was just getting my groove and stuff.
That's
You
fair,
know.
bro. What about your first like musical instrument for your production? Because
Oh,
when did
true.
that start with that?
Yeah, well, making this kind of music that I'm making now, I guess. I have to say the bars, the vocal aspect. I started writing raps when I was like a kid. I was like 8. I used to make up like little schoolyard raps, like
Yeah, okay.
you know how like kids might make up songs in the schoolyard and like everyone starts singing them, bro. I swear, like they'd be like, "You didn't make that up." I say, "Nah, bro, I made that one up." And then yeah,
So you're a
you know what
rap
I mean?
genius even
Yeah.
back then.
Oh, bro, I don't know. I was always a poet, bro.
For real.
Yeah. So probably since I was 8, and then yeah, making beats since I was like 20, 20, yeah, 20ish.
What
I'd
was that
say.
feeling like for you when you first made your first actually put some work into something?
I was gassed, bro.
Yeah.
I was gassed, man. I wasn't even. I was lying to myself at the time. I was like, I'm gonna be an actor and I'm gonna do this and that, and I didn't realize that music was more of a core expression of my higher self, my inner child, everything that is important about my identity as an artist and a person, what I can give to other people. Um, and yeah, like I remember just making this. I got obsessed, bro. Like it was weird. It was like just one thing. I like found this like weird like play school sample where he's talking about like an oscillating shape,
Hmm.
and then I was like looking through and those shittest beats. I couldn't figure out drums like to save my life. Like I had to use, I had to like use loops and like copy the pattern like and like figure out like exactly how I could do it. But I like made a song and I was so fucking gassed for it, bro. And then it was shit. It was shit, and like I knew I was like I don't like this one, so I made another one. I was so gassed for it still, and it was called Kent Brockman, and I like sampled Simpsons episodes and stuff, and just like put down like my hardest bars at the time, but they were just flowing on this track, and yeah, that's on SoundCloud, bro. I think still as well,
I gotta
but like
find that.
the immense like pride I had in doing something like that all by myself. And like releasing on SoundCloud, I was like, "This is my first single, guys. Come suss it out." And yeah, I think like that was probably like one of the first online interactions I had with Script was like probably reaching out my track, to be honest.
So he liked your stuff and this
I remember his specific message back was like commenting on one of the lines. He said, "That's sick, bro. Nice line. Red pill or the blue one," which is like a line I had. And he's like, "Yeah, that's mad." And I was like, "Thanks, bro." It was like probably not that much of a crazy line, but
no.
yeah, it's just like
How long ago was that one?
2021.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Not bad, man.
yeah. So I come a
Jeez.
long way since then, but
And where has it taken in you since with
uh,
music?
borderline obsession, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like once I started, I couldn't stop. Like, eventually, I admitted to myself like I wanted to be a musician and stuff, and like liberation, man.
I'd imagine. I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
like being able to share myself in a vulnerable way and have complete control of the output of that. Music's like quite literally saved my life in that sense. The people I've met along the way, and I'd say more than anything, like being given the position to be my authentic self attracted all the good motherfuckers around me. Like that's in a sense of even if they're not musical people. Like, you know, you met you through a music event, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my other best mates, like it's all just the law of attraction, bro, and music made me be better in myself.
Hey, big ups on that, bro.
Thanks,
we out
man.
here. We out here.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I did first meet you, because I'm gonna lastly talk about how we met each other.
Yeah, bro.
It was at a album release party. That's right, for MF Banks, a good friend of mine and yours as well. And you know, he did some freestyle and we vibed out. We went off to a corner and smoked some, and then you know, here I am freaking out.
I never smoke bongs at all. Me and Benny were just like, we'll help you out, bro.
Yeah,
so
no, you and fucking Ben are like mad motherfuckers for that, because I was freaking out and stuff, and you know they were just making the environment feel safe, and I was cool, and I really fucked with them a lot after that, and then since then we've just been nothing but hanging out, honestly.
Yeah.
So this is a long time coming, this interview, honestly. It's something I've really wanted to do for a long ass time.
Yeah, big ups, bro.
Big ups,
seriously,
man. I want to know your inspirations with your music, though.
Yeah. Honestly, someone I take huge inspiration from is Loyal Kana. His vulnerability, his essence, his truth. Three things that are integral to a dope MC, brother. Stylistically, I really fuck with Ono Capono. He's another like English MC. I love Louse the Cat. Australian wise, gotta give ups to the Thunders, bro. Like showing like that people can do it from the mountains. And there's been lots of dope hip hop crews in the mountains, but they were the most mainstream one, and that's what I was exposed to growing up, you know. And also, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay.
And the Foo Fighters, man.
Yeah.
Just like the From and shit of Dave Grohl. Flea, like the bassist. Craziest motherfucker. I watch their live shows and I've seen them live many times. And yeah, dude, they rock a fucking stage. Like,
you seem to really resonate with people who are really just wanting to put their self at the forefront, huh?
Yeah, bro, it's like, show me who you fucking are. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I get
Be
that,
real, like, show yourself, and I'll fucking show you myself, and we can respect and appreciate each other. I think that's human connection, you know? Yeah, those artists are definitely, yeah, man, they're definitely, like, some of my main inspirations. I got many, many more, bro. I'm an audiophile, bro. Like, I love music.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to so much different music all the fucking time, but, yeah. MC-wise, those guys.
I get that. What about when you, even as an artist, what sort of challenges do you face?
Challenges is, I guess, the same things you would face in daily existence, right? It's like, for me, creating is just part of my day. It's where I get the most joy out of. My guru Goblin, who's fucking the man, like, he's a great dude. Honestly, he's taught me so much. Taught me, like, on one of his courses about, like, different stages of existence and different states of being. And music, for me, brings out the highest state of being. It's like my fucking avatar state, you know what I mean? Like that flow state. And I think it's very important to resonate on that level as much as you can. I think in regards to the challenges one may face is anything that stops that flow, because creation is just all about flow. It's just all about enjoying the process, and you know, maybe actually part of that as well, I'm just realizing, is the execution of finalizing projects and following through on steps. I think is definitely a challenge when you are a very flow based artist like myself. But that being said, I'm making a lot of moves. I'm proud of myself for that, and yeah, it's coming, guys.
Coming.
It's coming, but you know, a lot of hard work's been done up to this point. You know, like even this album, it's taken longer than I thought, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the creation and the creativity just flowing for you, man.
Mm.
It'll come out when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it comes out every day, bro. Pretty much, like in different ways. I think creativity is like the way you live your life as well.
Even on that, because you have mentors and inspirations, what are some things from all these people that you have a line that's stuck in your head?
Be yourself. Be authentic. Don't let anyone fuck with your integrity. Even if it means turning down opportunities that may seem big, I'll tell you now they aren't. This world is so much bigger than any of us realize, and to compromise your own integrity and go against what you believe in is just going to attract a whole lot of negative shit you don't need. It's gonna feel wrong, you know. It's gonna mess with your fucking head, your own confidence in yourself, and it's gonna whack you out of alignment. And you know, like Benny and I both had to turn down gigs in the past. Didn't align with our, you know, our values or our views, but you know, I don't regret those things.
No.
Even if they were big opportunities, or even if I thought that would be a good thing for our exposure or whatever, it's not worth it.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And having someone who's just so really focused on what they want, what did it take for you to get to this point?
Yeah, a lot of, a lot of, a lot of fucking tears, man. A lot of being real myself. A lot of extremely reckless and irresponsible decisions to teach me the right decisions to make. And a lot of friendships. I think friendships are the most important thing in all this, like the people you meet along the way. So yeah, it's taken a lot, and it's taken my dedication to myself and to, you know, when I deciding to be serious on making hip hop music, I dedicated an hour each day just to freestyling. Like just to freestyling. Like I would make beats every day, I'd freestyle every day, I would get up and meditate. I was on this full fucking like just self-cleansing thing, bro, and it set me up. Like even if I wouldn't do one of those things, I made sure it was at least 1 hour a day of something. And it's just like most of the time it was always an hour a day freestyle and maybe some beats or maybe whatever else, and my beats definitely took a while to catch up to everything else, and you know, but yeah, just the discipline. I think implementing that discipline too.
So you mentioned discipline, that definitely is a strength. What about a weakness?
Yeah, okay, so discipline is a strength, and I guess it'd be the shadow version of that, right, which is inconsistency. So everything that I'm probably disciplined for, there's probably something else that I'm as easily inconsistent with. So, you know, for example, I need a studio session, but my like budgeting for money is poor that week. You know what I mean? Other weeks would have been fun. Or like, you know, maybe telling myself like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and this, and like, put like too much on my plate, and then, not being able to be consistent enough for each thing, and not being like realistic with myself and what, like, I feel like that's something a lot of people can resonate with too, like just overbooking yourself or like putting too much on your own plate sometimes. And like, I don't know about, I feel like personally that would resonate for you too, man.
A lot,
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just something that it's very easy to do, because the optimistic like heart of someone who's like a social person, or at least like has like a curiosity for the world around them, is always going to want to pencil as many things as they can in, you know, and they don't always think about themselves first in that aspect.
And what's some advice you'd give to these people?
Oh,
I'm hitting you with a lot of random
Yeah,
questions. But
no,
like,
no, I'm loving them, bro. I'm just thinking. I think that the best advice I could give to someone, as in someone who's maybe having trouble with consistency, is that what you're saying? Um, love what you do, and focus on the joy that it brings you, and then remember that joy, and remember that all the other things that you find it difficult to be consistent with, that joy depends upon those things. You need to be consistent. You need to show up for yourself. You need to show up for those around you. And if you do that, everything will actually be a lot easier.
big ups, man. Going back to your music though, you definitely have proven to yourself you've grown a lot as a person. With your music, what do you write about?
I'd like to describe my music as an epoch just of where I'm at, emotionally, metaphysically, like what the fuck's being said to me through the ether, bro, because I'm very much flow based in my creation, like everyone truly is at their source.
I mean more in terms of whenever you write, what's the first thing, like, what are people supposed to be looking for?
Oh, okay.
You know? Obviously you talk a lot about your own experiences. What else do you write about?
You know, I guess if you're looking for messages in my music, I think if you're a person who gets what I'm talking about, you will understand. If you enjoy lyrical hip hop, you will understand. And I think it's important for me to make clear, like, if you understand it, if you get it, if you fuck with it, you will. That's what I'm putting out there. I've got stories about my life. I've got things that I think that resonate with a lot of people about, you know, trauma, about beauty of the world around us, about love, about resentment, about death, about life, about rebirth. It's really my mind just wandering. I feel like a lot of people whose minds might also tend to wander and think, like these people who might think a bit deeper than, you know, most of the people around them, thinkers. I think I can be the conduit to connect those people to music they'll enjoy.
That's deep. That's hella deep. Going off that, how would you describe yourself as an element? I'll always find you as, like, at least with the aura that you bring out, I always find you as sort of like a light, but light isn't really an element, you know?
Honestly, when you asked Script this question, I was watching it with my partner April, and I'm saying this like you don't know April. You're a great mate to
At least for
April.
those who don't know.
Yeah,
April.
for everyone else, like, and April said that I was like the Avatar, and I was all 4 elements.
Yeah, let's
They
go.
couldn't even choose. And I was like, to be honest, I can't choose either. Like,
Yeah.
that's a shitty answer to a question, but I'm telling you, that's like what was being said there.
Nah, that's a good answer though.
I feel such in tune with all of them, and I think they're a balanced thing. If I had to choose one, I'm a Capricorn. I'm an earth sign. My rising is an air sign. So, like, if I had to choose 2 elements, I'd choose probably earth and air. But I love water and fire so much, bro. Earth would have to be the one I choose, just because, you know, I guess I can be very determined and stubborn. But they all really, like, resonate with me on a deeper level. Yeah.
Damn. Honestly, I like that answer. Because as I said, I describe you as a really bright aura, and all those things all have, like, you know, some beauty in them.
Yeah, no, lots of love. Thanks so much.
It's alright, bro. I think even because you've talked a lot about your music, people often come up to these points where they're creating. Inconsistency is one thing you've said, but what about roadblocks, where things just don't come through anymore?
I think if things don't come through, just think back to the times they did and what worked, and the other things you were doing outside of music and what you were doing, or the other things you were doing outside of painting, or outside of this. It's not the artist's responsibility to constantly push out and create. It's to create when they're called upon to create. And so if you want to be a constantly creative person, you have to make your environment conducive to that. And a big part of, creating, if you create constantly, like anything else, is about rest. Resting yourself. What's going on out in the world? Like, what books do I need to read? What movies do I need to see? I haven't called my mum in a while. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
It's just about thinking about that shit that, like, means stuff to you outside, like looking outside your own scope for a second. And often, like, that's the time when you get most humbled. And that's when you grow, and then you're like, fuck yeah, it's all good now, from my experience at least.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, you got me thinking now. No, because even for a while, I wasn't sleeping, especially with, like, everything with music, because I'm really passionate about it, as you know.
I can tell. And I do know.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's definitely something that everyone needs to hear, especially in a space where it's just all about pushing it for the algorithm. You know what I mean? It's gonna just dry you out. But
dude, like a fucking, I'm not gonna make that analogy, bro. But shit, man. I'm not gonna say that. This is going out to people.
I know it is. But still.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. What is it about music that makes you feel very passionate about it, besides the feeling it gives?
Sorry, what was that last part of that question?
Besides the feeling that it gives, what makes you so passionate about it?
The feeling it gives others. But I guess that's still a feeling it gives, right? So, what makes me most passionate about music? Oh, that stank face, bro. That's still a feeling too, bud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
you mentioned people.
Yeah, people. So we're talking about the... Fuck, I can't... It's so hard for me to separate, like, my feelings for music are so strong. It's so hard for me to, like... Yeah, the people... You got me stumped a bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just give me, like, a 5-second reboot time. Yeah, it is the friends you make along the way, isn't it?
Corny ass fucking message. Fuck, bro. That's what I was looking for. But honestly, like, it's good to always mention the feelings you get from it, because it doesn't have to. You don't have to answer in a way that.
Are you saying fears?
No, I'm saying you don't have to answer feelings. I'm saying you don't have to answer it in a way that I'm looking for. You can always answer it the way that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, that's true. I think I should. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know. I just try. Yeah. The
feelings. Right. You're really attached to it, and I dig.
Yeah,
that,
so fucking attached to feelings, bro. Because I feel like if people are being real with themselves, and they love music, there's so many different things that affect the way they feel. Like it's a very emotional, sensory thing, and something to be shared with people. I love sharing.
Speaking of sharing, what about people you'd want to work with in dream collabs and stuff like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 5. Fuck it, let's go.
Let's go.
Ocean Wisdom would be dope to work with Ocean Wisdom. I'd love to make a song with Posse Shot. I really would, because Benny and I as Flow State supported Posse Shot at the Newcastle show, and they were just sick cunts, man. They were good blokes, good fellas, good to have a yarn with. I remember being like pretty nervous at the time to meet them, but they were chill. They were just chill dudes, and yeah, man, it was sick. It was really cool. So I'd love to make a track with them, and I feel like that'll definitely happen in the future. Who else? If I talk about like bigger artists.
It doesn't have to be big.
Or like, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of local artists I want to work with too. Like, been trying to like been trying to like lock Mari down for a feature for a while. Like, obviously she performed. She like featured on my first song Peace. But like we're like we hang out and stuff, and like we're always like talking about musical stuff. But I feel like they're very hard to like get a hold of sometimes. Obviously, like very abundant, successful, creative person, and yeah, I'm keen to get that locked in, and just work with them, do some cool shit. I've got features coming out that I'm excited for. Other artists I'd like to work with. The 4 Hours, the dope as fuck. I love them. I'd love to work with Leaf Dog. Manic MC.
Don't know that one.
He's a MC from England. He's dope, bro. He was on this YouTube video with Stormzy, and it was like guess who the rapper is, and I knew the whole time because I was watching this random YouTube video. I was like, why is Manic MC on this? Like like pretty underground, like fucking England, like hip hop artists and shit. But he won that obviously and like I think he was gonna get like a deal, but he ended up like turning down Stormzy's deal or something like that. I don't know, but he just put out a dope project. I'd love to work with him. And JK47, bro.
Ooh.
And J Orient.
Nice.
Dopest producer, MC combination in this fucking country right now. Like, Revision for Regrowth is fucking stellar, dude. Like, as an Indigenous man who loves Australia, who loves our fucking country, like, and is about to fucking do a big trip across the country later in the year, like, there's nothing I love more than this land that we coexist with, and I feel like that motherfucker gets it, bro. I feel like he's so tapped in. I feel like I've like talked to him once before. We came to like his Rebs and I went to his free show in Parramatta, and G and him talked a fair bit, but I feel like sometimes I can be a bit shy, and I'm very conscious of the space I take up sometimes. So like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm not as forthcoming as I always am, It's like I have big respect for this man, but I'd love to have like a proper conversation with him as well, and just yarn about shit.
I get that. Especially meeting someone who you definitely can look up to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, there are a lot of other artists I want to work with, but those are probably the main ones. So.
I get that. I've seen Posse Shot before. They really I love their energy.
Yeah.
Their energy is amazing, especially I think during one of their songs, I saw them last week, and they had such an engaging show where they ended up walking into the crowd and making a circle pit, sort of just surrounded around them, everyone just listening to them. I was like, that's the type of stuff you don't see anymore. You don't see anyone doing that sort of stuff, you know what I mean?
100%, and like, that's like the kind of shit Benny and I are incorporating into our sets too, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about that energy. And I think if you make it more interactive for the crowd, they're always going to have a fucking better time. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. Like, that's how you're going to make more die-hard fans.
You're going to tell me about Flow State too, though.
Yeah, bro. Before I do that, I'll just say one other artist I'd love to work with is Thundamentals.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so Flow State, in essence, we've all experienced Flow State at one point in our lives. Some of us on like a daily basis, Depends how passionate and easy you can, do something. Like, if I was to put it into just a sentence though, I'd say it's a kind of ease and autonomy in your experience and the activity you have at hand and the world around you, and being able to just seamlessly flow like a cog in this like much larger machine. And yeah, just surrendering to it leads to the best things. Like, I mean, I'll put it this way. Have you ever had a day where you just decided to go with the flow? And then you fully let go of that? And like, how many times has that been a crazy fucking day? That's what the flow state's about. And yeah, it's about being in your higher self as well, and not like being dragged down by like too much desire or envy or resentment, and just focusing on the light and the love within yourself, and just like loving whatever you're doing in a way that's more about appreciation than like attachment to that thing. Just letting it be effortless.
And tell me about the other half of Flow State then. The other member.
Oh yeah, of course.
You thought I was
the
talking
group.
about something else.
no, that's what our group's about, bro. Flow State, the band, the duo. It's like Script and I. Yeah, my best mate Benny. We make music together. Yeah. He's a skits dude, bro. He's a crazy guy.
Coolest guy out, man.
Yeah, heart of a lion. He's like one of those buff mouses from Tom and Jerry. But yeah, bro, we play shows and make music, and we've got a lot of music that we're putting together, like over 20 songs, man.
Yeah.
And most of them are self-produced, like 80% of them are self-produced.
You guys are pretty much all self-taught anyway, which is something that's really... Aren't you? Aren't you guys mostly self-taught?
Yeah, I mean, I did learn instruments growing up, but then I forgot all of them.
Yeah.
And then I got a MIDI keyboard, and I started to teach myself, like, just using my ears and stuff. But yeah, Benny's taught me a lot, and I think I've helped Benny in some ways as well. I think that's the best way a friendship can go. Yeah, but you know, Benny did do a diploma, or not a diploma, maybe a cert. I'm not sure, but he's done like a couple of courses on like music production, so he knows how to use Ableton and everything. Like, I use GarageBand, bro. Like, I have zero, like, I came with zero technical ability or knowledge with computers, man. Like, apart from what you would internally, like, initially get from growing up in this generation, you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, it's, sorry, bro, I forgot what the point was.
No, it's alright. I was just talking about just your thing. We can move on to the next question if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, if I could speak more about Flow State, I'd just say, it's a, you know, dope-ass hip-hop duo coming out of the Blue Mountains.
Coolest.
We're real with ourselves. We love to make hip-hop and chill, bro, and, like, the music you'll see is a result of that. You know, we have a lot of messages to spread, and I think you'll find that in our music when it comes out. But one piece of feedback we consistently get from people is about our energy on the stage, and I think that's truly why you must see it for yourselves if you're curious.
Yeah, a lot coming.
Yeah.
A lot coming. Honestly, I was about to ask you that too. Any new releases coming out?
Yeah. Yeah, like personally for me, I've got 3-track studio recorded. The Gambino's mixing and mastering for me. I've got one of those I'm filming a music video for. It's a saucy little number, let me tell you. It's a dope bouncy song, man. It's very bouncy. I think it's definitely the bounciest track on the album. One of, and I think I'll be dropping that first. But I'll also have a bit of a better idea of how I want to drop everything else once I've recorded it at the studio. So yeah, just gotta, you know, hustle with it. I'm working like 5 days a week in my bush regeneration job now, so I can pay for all my studio time. And yeah, I also sell beats, so shameless plug. If you want some fire beats, bro, hit me up. I do boom bap, trap, whatever. I'm not making a dual beat for you, sorry, bro. I probably could if I learnt the drum pattern, but I don't know, I think you should look for some more creative shit than that.
We've covered a lot, obviously. What about the accomplishments that you see yourself accomplishing probably in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, bro. Some crazy shit, man. All I know is that I'll be standing on a stage in front of many beautiful people, and I'll feel like crying, bro, because I'll just feel like this is why I do everything, for like human connection and like spreading my message. I think that you know, many people focus on the exact goal, like I want this award, or I want to be played by this station. It's good to have those in mind, you know, like I definitely want to be getting played by a lot of people. I want a lot of people to listen to my music. In terms of manifestation, what I've been taught is the most important thing is the feeling, is the actual feeling of being there on that stage in front of fucking thousands of people, like truly feeling that in your heart. And when you feel like that, you vibrate at that energy. You put that out to everyone around you. And people don't know the difference, because the universe doesn't know the difference, man. It's all your mind. And that's literally how Benny and I have gotten every fucking spot that we've gotten. That's how we supported Fundamentals. That's how we got this $10,000 grant to do the show we're putting on. That's how we supported Posse Shop, bro. And you know why? Because we vibrated a frequency and people see that and they physically get up off their ass, or maybe they sit down, I don't know, bro, but they're tagging, like, you know, our account. They're saying, like, these people need the support. We got support because people believe. Because if you believe in yourself, other people will. I don't know what'll come from that, bro. You know, I want to be living comfy. I want to be able to spread my message. Like, I want to do good with my voice. You know, I want to like have an effect on people thinking about the way there are genocides going on all around the world constantly. There are resources being raped. Mother Earth is just constantly mined. Like, we're constantly being distracted. Even anyone that clicked on this interview right now, you probably scrolling on your phone, being distracted by all these different things, being disconnected from everything else, man. It's like, there are so many things going on in the world, and it is all to distract our attention, so we're not aware. I want a more aware world, like an enlightened world, you know? And anything, like any resource I can get to do that, like, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do with that.
Make a change, man.
Yeah, make a change. Even, like, if it's one person, even if it's 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, doesn't matter how many people it is. It's just my purpose here. I feel like it's incredibly healing to have someone talking about the truth, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's refreshing.
100%.
Yeah, so,
100%.
like, I see myself speaking my truth. I do see success. Otherwise, like, you know, the passion wouldn't be enough by itself, right? It's got to attract something. It's like a byproduct, of course, but it's still an essence, you know? I feel successful even now, bro.
Amen.
You know?
Amen. Big ups, bro. Mad respect.
Yeah.
Did you want to get into our section where we get the random questions out?
Yeah, bro. Hop into it.
So pretty much what I've ended up doing, I'm not sure if you see my other interviews, but I pretty much get a bunch of people send through a bunch of random questions, and then these guys have to do it. There's no off limits for this, so if you want to join in, join the next one. Let me get that started.
Okay.
So your first questions, if you could build a clan of rappers, who would they be? Not including yourself.
Not including myself. Damn, what does sound like the Nick Fury?
You're probably Nick Fury or like the Wu-Tang type of deal.
Yeah, cool, but it's all like, is it artists? Damn, what is this, like my fucking, like my dream team of artists?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put script on there right off the bat, and then I'm gonna chuck in like Ocean Wisdom and motherfucking Method Man.
Ooh.
Got to think about chemistry too, right? You got to think about chemistry too, cause like, yeah, so we're such a little cutie.
You're going.
And then I'd chuck in like, honestly, I'd chuck in G-Rep. Bro, just like I feel like it'd just be dope as fuck. And honestly, like, yeah, chuck in like Mari as well. They're two dope, like, female MCs that I know. And I feel like it's important these in our culture and stuff, you know. I know most and stuff, but I think, like, I just fucking enjoy watching these people I know spit her out, and I just fucking think it'd be insane to see them with like the likes of like Method Man, Ocean Wisdom, maybe get like Leaf Dog on the production and rapping as well. I don't know. Yeah, bro.
That's a hell of a team, man.
Yeah,
Hell
that'd
of a
be
team.
crazy. Who knows how it'd go? I'm sure it'd be great.
The other question: who's your daddy?
Well, I'm not gonna give out my dad's government name, so sorry about that. But yeah, if you get to know me, maybe you can meet him yourself.
Good. Are you following my Spotify? Now, this is from a person named Adelic Music.
Who's that? Adelaide. No, I don't know you, bro.
We'll check it out.
Yeah, maybe hit me up with a message.
The other question: what was the moment you knew music was your calling?
Oh man, I don't know. Like there are a lot of different glimpses. Like I'd say that first open mic, I was just doing backups on his song for a pass the mic gig, but it was for like 300 people, bro. It was crazy. The feeling I had after getting up that stage, bro. First off, not prepared for that gig. I was not even wearing a shirt on stage or anything, bro. I was having difficulty at home at the time, I think, and like, yeah. So I didn't have. I think I had to borrow socks, and I just wore some. Yeah, but yeah, when I started taking music more seriously, and I saw how much I enjoyed my music, and how much joy that brought me. Yeah, and the passion I had for it, I mean, I did have the similar passion for football when I used to play football, right? Like, it's a beautiful fucking game. That'll always be my first love, but yeah, hip hop, bro.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to? I think it's mostly involved with a specific person.
Yeah. Look, I saw this thing that Matthew McConaughey said, like, the other day. Like, I saw this interview saying it's himself in 10 years, and, like, I could not resonate with that more strongly. Like, I think that constantly wanted to be the better person, like, the better version of myself, and becoming that, and, you know, like, that is what I look up to. But inspiration-wise, you know, I look up to, I do look up to JK47 because, like, he puts on for his community. He raps about real shit. And when I hear any of his songs, I just want to go and fucking make beats and make music with my best mates. Like, yeah, so I think that is someone I really look up to. It's him.
I get that.
Like, in that sense, just appreciate in an appreciative manner. Yeah.
Real shit. Shout out to you, man. What does home mean to you?
Warm cups of tea, and and my partner, and my pet children, my cats, my actual children. I fucking love my cats. Pimkin Pumpkin, it's a little baby cat. And my adopted daughter Love, who April had before they met me. But yeah, it's just those little things, like a comfortable space, a creative space, and nature's pretty important to make me feel like home as well. I need nature, whatever that may be.
Home, shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, you wanna know who sent all these questions to you?
Who?
Have a good guess.
Was it Benny?
It was Ben.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Ben.
Yeah, I love you, bro.
That's pretty much all the questions we've had, honestly. But is there any shouts out to anything you want to give out before we end it?
Like shout outs?
Yeah, bro. Anything like that?
Be yourself. Shout out yourself. Empower yourself.
Amen.
But yeah, shout out Script. Shout out Mari. Shout out Kunda. Shout out the GVC. Shout out MF Banks. Shout out Cicero. Shout out from here on. Yeah. Shout out Lockie T. Shout out TDB. You know, shout out
April. Hey.
Shout out April.
At 02.
Beef.
Shut the fuck
Shout out the lack of hostility in the air right now.
Yeah, this fucking what's going on. Chill. Fucking leave her alone.
Zero, you got a mighty buck for such a small dog, pal.
Oh
come
my
here,
lord.
It's okay.
Give me his mic. Well, this is on the chart. We out here. I'm Sway. This is fucking.
Yeah, thank you. No, sir, bro.